Man, it's hot today.
It is hot today.
About 90-something degrees out.
As I'm wearing a sweatshirt and pants.
But it's cold down here.
It is cold down here. It's refreshing in the summertime.
Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah. So we just get right to basketball, or should I talk about Playboy first? Should I let out my frustrations?
Yeah, let's let out your frustrations about Playboy for a second, because that's crazy.
Yeah, so first things first. Went to Common Grounds in Lansing. I've never been to a festival. That's not like much of a festival. At least for me. It was more like EDM music, and I'm not really into that. But Playboy Carti was there. And my man Jack Harlow. You ever heard of him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? You listen to him, for real? We never talked about him.
Jack Harlow's hard.
Yeah?
Yes.
I didn't know you knew him. Okay. So, then I'll tell the story then. I didn't know you liked him. So,
Jack Harlow's
holding it down for all the white people out there.
He really is one of my favorite white rappers, bro.
For real. He's the only white rapper with swag.
Shout out to New Balance for making that deal happen, by the way.
He signed with them? He always wears them.
Yeah, no, he has like a sponsorship deal.
Well done. Jack
Harlow is dope.
Shout out Jack.
He can actually rap too.
Yeah, he signed to DJ Drama's label.
Yeah, he is.
That's how I found him.
Which I think is a bad business because
it doesn't seem like a label you want to be.
Yeah,
you want to be on.
But
the bag's the bag.
And he's hard.
Anyway, so he was at this festival, right? And I'm a big Jack Harlow fan. He was on my top 5 last year for projects. So I was like excited to see him. We showed up like 45 minutes early just to see him early because I wanted to be on the fence, because it was his first time like in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Or I think he had been to Chicago before, but he had never been to Michigan.
Oh,
so,
really?
I wanted to get there and show him some love. Got to the front row. Man, I was rapping every word.
Did he hit Sundown first?
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, he did start. Yeah, he started with Sundown, ended with Sundown. He did Dark Night. That's my song.
Boy can rap, bro.
He got flow, man. He's witty with the pen, too.
He really is,
I like
bro.
him. I like him a lot. He said, in the concert, he said, new project next month.
Oh, really?
He played 2 of the tracks, too. It was nice.
It was hard?
It was nice. He's not falling off yet.
I don't think he can fall off, bro.
His flow, man.
I think he's going to continue just climbing up that ladder.
Yeah, he seems like one of those artists.
I mean, there's no really white rappers right now, so
he's just different too.
Mac died, Jesus.
There's so many white rappers that just rap fast, and that's their thing.
Yeah,
he's like the first white rapper to have flow.
He can make good music.
Yeah, like flow, and he's witty with the pen. That's part
of the game. It's like rapping just part one. You gotta make good music, bro.
Yeah. He's good with the hooks. He can sing a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, his lyrics. It's the whole thing. Anyway,
performance was crazy. I was rapping every word. Made eye contact. It's my man. But after the show, we go off to the side.
Yeah.
And I seen him talking to, I'm assuming, either friends or the VIP people, whatever. And we stood there, and I was like, yo, if we wait long enough, I swear he'll come over here. Because the whole time, we were both rapping along, and he was looking at us.
Yeah.
And acknowledging us. I was like, he's going to come over and talk to us.
Yeah.
Sure enough, give it 5 minutes. He came over and he dapped me up, gave her a hug.
Oh, shit,
and he
really?
was like, yo, thanks for coming out. And I was like, yo, man, thank you for performing. You killed it. I told him how I found him, and he talked to us for a sec. It was dope.
That's dope.
He came over and had a whole conversation.
Bro, that's dope.
Yeah.
Did you get a picture of him, or you just?
No.
I'm glad you had the moment.
You remember we talked about this?
Yeah. A lot of people.
Instead of just going for the picture, I wanted to talk to him.
Yeah, have the moment.
Yeah,
that's a memory you can never lose.
Yeah, I'll remember that forever.
Yeah.
And it probably made me a bigger fan of him.
Yeah, so
because he's down to earth.
Then he walks away.
Yeah, I mean the picture wouldn't have meant too much.
Yeah.
But so that was dope.
That's sick.
But here's the beat.
You tracked to that one.
So then the next performance was Playboy Carti. They were having some technical difficulties, so he showed up late. I'm not gonna put that on him. 45 minutes late. That's fine though. Rapper. He was on rapper time. It's all good. Anyway, so I've said this, like I was saying to you, I don't know if we talked about this. I think we did. But I think the reason people don't go to rap shows is because all they do is rap over the track. Yeah. You're just playing it off iTunes and they're just rapping over it.
Yeah.
Jack Harlow did a good job of, there was if he stopped rapping, there was no vocals.
Yeah.
And the reason why I think that's dope is because he's human, so he's gonna take a breath, right? Yeah. So there's obviously gonna be silence, but then the fans can pick up the words, especially someone like Playboy, who is, it's not like he's that lyrical anyway, exactly. People can figure out what, But yeah, I mean, he just rapped over the track the whole time, and if he stopped rapping, you couldn't even tell because the track was loud, and he wasn't rapping loud enough to be over the track completely.
Oh wow!
It's just like, and I'm not gonna lie, like I had a good time because of his music, it puts me in that mood.
Yeah.
But
Cardi's
I just
hard.
like a little bum. Like
You played Magnolia, whatever.
Yeah, and he did the Kid Cudi little snippet that's been going viral. He did that. He did Earthquake. He needed Tyler there though. It wasn't like his verse is cool, but I needed Tyler.
You know, and I sympathize with that because I feel like, but then I look at Playboy Cardi and it's like, okay, imagine if he didn't have a backing track. Yeah. Like how many people actually know what he's saying?
Yeah.
And really rap his music. Yeah. Because he just be saying that like he's definitely like hook, melody, and
catchy lines,
and just fills it with like that. Mm-hmm. He's more like Young Thug, but Young Thug actually put words behind it. But like Playboy Cardi, you're like, I love him though as an artist. I think he's hard.
Yeah, he's dope. I mean,
but I agree with you though. Like,
there's a reason why I was excited to see him.
And he probably didn't want to be in Lansing anyway, right?
I'm not gonna blame him.
Like,
it was hot as hell.
It was hot. He probably just like, all right. Yeah. Which is funny though, like he pulled up. That means like for him to be such like a coveted artist right now. But then again, like you think about it, like he hasn't really
progressed.
He hasn't really dropped any music for real. I mean, he's been on some.
That's kind of how he came into the game though.
Yeah.
Like it took him 3 years to drop his debut, and people are just cool with it.
Yeah, I don't know how he has the clout still. I remember
he makes catchy music, man.
I was a little late on Cardi. The first song I heard was that What song with ASAP. Okay. So I was a little late on him.
Yeah. I think that was the first like big cosign he got.
Yeah, and then
from ASAP.
I remember I got so mad because all they said was "what" the whole time.
Song's dope though.
But it was hard, and I was like, I remember watching the video, waiting for some lines.
Yeah, and never. ASAP doesn't even do it.
Yeah,
Rocky doesn't even drop bars.
And it's like, yo, this man is smart.
He figured out how to put no effort into the track and still make a banger.
Like that's not what platinum for him, and it's like it just says what. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. But I haven't.
I don't know how he did it. If I'm being 100% honest.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I'm not gonna act like I'm immune to it. Because I still like.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I was excited to go see him. You know what I'm saying? Dope. Yeah, he's dope. Despite his music, like.
Bro, I love Playboy Cardi. I don't know what it is. Like, and people ask me why I play him. It's like, yo, if you're like an old head or you're like super lyrical, like
you won't get it.
You won't get it.
Yeah, it's just swag rap. Yeah. It's like he like ushered in that genre of swag rap.
If his music hits you, and you just vibe with you.
You just vibe. Like
I feel like, cause like
it's music you listen to as
calling me cut it
like background music. It's dope in every party situation. Yeah. And then like driving in the car trying to show somebody a song, you know?
Yeah, Magnolia.
I don't know. It's just like
was 17. That was like probably that was my summer jam.
That was his breakout hit.
That was my summer jam. Like, every time I got in the car,
I don't know.
Hit it. But that's bro. Going back to like rappers though, and like I have like very bad context because I have such a bad experience with concerts. Yeah. Every concert I ever wanted to go, some other thing happened where I couldn't go to the concert. Kanye West concert, right? Somehow messed up the dates. Got my wisdom teeth pulled the same day Kanye was coming to town.
That would have been funny.
Right?
In there off drugs.
Bro, like 4 people.
You wouldn't have been the only one off drugs.
Not only could I not go because of that, and like whatever, I messed my dates. Other people were hitting me up for free tickets, and I couldn't go. People were like, "Bro, you might just have to go, drugged up." And I was like, "But your wisdom teeth pulled." Like, I saw the gauze in my mouth, and it was still bleeding.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Nah.
So I couldn't have went
because it'd been a bad look.
Oh yeah, it would have been a really bad look. I would have been like bleeding, and people would be like, "What's wrong?"
You wouldn't even remembered it, to be honest.
Yeah, and I'd be drugged up. I don't remember anything.
Yeah,
but it was a vibe I heard.
Yeah.
But I missed it. And like the story just continues. Miss Kendrick, miss like J. Cole. Like just like all these little random occurrences happen where I just miss these concerts. Yeah. So like I never had the pleasure of seeing a crappy rap concert just because like whatever. Yeah,
like I've seen some good ones, but every time it's good it's because they mute the track. Yeah. And you're performing, I don't know.
I heard Drake does a good show. I haven't been there.
I feel like if you're a superstar, you have to.
You have to.
Because there's no excuse.
That's how they make their money for real, too.
Yeah, the tours.
That's what they always are working on.
That's what J. Cole said. That's how we eat in this rap game.
Are you excited for Chance's album?
Did he put a date on it?
He says it's coming on July.
Did he?
Yeah. Yeah. I was jumping in tonight or what?
I want to hear it. I definitely want to hear it.
Bro, it's going to be hard.
I want to see where his head's at.
My gut tells me it's going to be hard. Because it's like full spectrum artist. Like he's done, like you saw how he put Ass Rap and 10 Day on Apple Music?
Yeah.
And he was selling vinyls.
For both of those?
Can we, wait, can we talk about.
I might have to grab Acid Rap on vinyl.
That's what I was thinking. Can we talk about Chance the Rapper's business for a second? His team, the way they do his independent, genius.
You think he's really independent?
Yeah, I think he's really independent.
Like really?
Because the stuff that he does, like,
I just
art, like no label will let him do that.
Yeah, but I mean, every now and then an artist comes along. They call them industry plants or whatever, which is something I really don't understand. But every now and then an artist comes along who is independent, but has something behind him.
Yeah,
you know.
No, I don't think he signed a label. I'll be surprised if he really did.
Yeah, just because I don't think we'll ever know.
Because like, if he like, I've been a Chance fan for a long time. So the way he pushed 10 Day, and then got on with Acid Rap, but he got like on tour with Childish Gambino. This is years ago.
Yeah. They were a duo at one point.
Right? They got on, and then it's just like he and Childish Gambino just came out with Can't Fight. Like this was like when Childish was like just getting a lot of fans. Remember?
So they were on the come up together.
Yeah.
Or Childish was bigger than him at the time.
Childish was bigger. Childish really had. I think Childish was that 3005 right after. I think he had 3005 when we gotta look at the dates to make sure. It's kind of blurry.
So he was probably touring 3005.
Yeah,
when Chance came.
Yep. I think he like Chance toured with like Tyler too, like overseas. Like I think that because
I mean that makes sense because that fan base.
Mm-hmm. All she needed was up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Okay. That's all 3005 I think. So like that was super smart. So I feel like anyway on his business though, I keep trying to tell like my friends that make music is like, yo, Chance is like he's the new Jay-Z, and they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, listen,
bold claim.
Like for independent artists with no help, he's figured out a way to navigate the internet, right? Build a brand, and like if he was selling music, right? His numbers are like triple platinum for his albums and like his singles. Yeah, like.
Especially the singles.
For independent artists like Chance, the rapper, on the numbers side, is big as Cole, Drake, like he's really pulling those numbers. Yeah, he doesn't.
If he's not there, he's like one tier below. Yeah,
like he really is.
He's
though.
up there. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
for sure,
he won a Grammy without selling music. Like you gotta understand like how big he has a song with Kanye West. Like Chance is big.
I mean, he just made YB and Cordae go trending on YouTube. So just from a feature.
So. I look at it, I'm looking at his business, I'm like, yo, Chance has figured out a way to not sell music and still monetize off his brand. Yeah. And I was listening to Ass Rap or whatever, and midway through the song, he couldn't get Juke Jam out. And that's another reason I know he's not labeled, because he couldn't get the sample cleared. Like,
yeah. If he was that's label, the calls the label makes.
They got that sample cleared. Yeah. But like all the proceeds he's making off that is all going to his nonprofit Social Works. Like he's doing like everything right to win and like get the brand where people just love him. He can't do no wrong. So like, even if his album is whack, I feel like people still mess with it. Yeah, and a lot of people didn't like Coloring Book because they say he talked about God too much. But I think musically and content wise and beat wise was genius. I just like the way he's just like taking care of his home city, Chicago, and like this is a playbook from Jay and this is a playbook from Drake. Mm-hmm. Jay took care of Brooklyn and New York, right? Drake took care of Toronto in the 6, right? And you know,
so that's
that's part of the move.
Yeah, get a whole city behind you.
Am took care of Detroit. Like when you're going up, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like that home base, the people that mess with you the most, you take care of, right?
Because that's where you have the festivals.
Yeah,
because he does coloring, or he did Coloring Days or whatever. I think it was called Coloring Days.
Yeah, he does.
Which was like a free festival at the White Sox. Is that the?
Was it the what he did?
What's the team in Chicago?
It's the
Chicago Cubs. Is it the Cubs?
Well, isn't it?
Aren't the White? I swear they have 2 teams.
White Sox or Boston? White Sox or Boston White Sox?
Chicago White Sox.
No.
Chicago
Cubs.
I think they have 2 teams.
White Sox and Red Sox are both East Coast.
Are you sure?
Promise.
White Sox.
That's
typed in. No, you're right.
Chicago?
It's Chicago.
I knew it.
Chicago White Sox.
Because there's this guy who's been playing for them, Tim Anderson, and I've been like paying attention to him.
Yeah, the White Sox are
plays for
Chicago.
Yeah. So that was the stadium he performed in, I think.
And they had Chicago Cubs. How do they have two teams? Is that big?
Same way the Los Angeles Clippers and the Lakers.
Big facts.
Because it's like, if you put those games on opposite days, you're selling out. Like, for basketball, you're selling out 5 times a week.
Yeah.
Because you know the Lakers sell out every time.
Yeah, you're making money.
Good business move.
I don't watch baseball.
It's dumb, but...
You think it's dumb?
Yeah, because put the Clippers in, like, Seattle. All of a sudden, the NBA is bigger, you know, and on a bigger stage. You know, put it in Mexico City, and all of a sudden we're pushing international, you know? I just think there's so much you could do.
That's smart.
Like, why doesn't Mexico City have a team?
I think
because
the
there's
NBA,
a whole market there that's not tapped into.
I think the NBA, like, next 5 years, are going to have to do the global thing.
They should. The only thing about global is that, like, you can't do the jet lag. Like, you got a game in London, and then you got a game in LA the next day. Like, you can't do that.
I think they're going to have, like, regular season, like, you know, regular season champs.
Mm-hmm.
And I think every, like, let's say, like, South America, and then they have, like, Europe, and they'll have, like, Africa, whatever, however they break it up, then they'll do, like, a world championship. And, like, play it, like, just
what
like
would
Olympics.
Be sick is,
play
like,
in one city for, like 6 weeks.
If you won, like, so there's the Euro League.
Yeah.
And it would be dope if, like, for the NBA playoffs, if you win
the Euro League,
you get an automatic bid.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
And be like, that team versus, like, the best, the Warriors
or the worst.
Raptors.
Yeah, go against a 1 seed.
But I think you'll need a little break because they just worked their ass off. So that's, like, weird. And maybe you do, like,
but their season's a lot shorter, too.
Yeah, and maybe do, like, a 3-game thing.
Yeah. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that maybe Mexico is against it, but there's no football team in Mexico.
I think seeing the logistics of it, right? Like, how do you organize it? Like,
maybe they're not friendly.
Who's getting paid? Like, who's owning the rights? Who's paying for, like...
Yeah, that's true.
Who's putting money up? You know, all that stuff matters, I feel like. But it would be
dope to see.
Maybe we figure it out.
Yeah.
One of these days.
The soccer's international. Why can't...
Like, have all. And I think it just, like, brings, like, basketball, like, shout out to LeBron James, but, like...
Every time.
Basketball is getting way, 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 way more popular by the... You know?
I'm pretty sure it's the most viewed sport in basketball right now.
In America?
Like in the world, besides probably soccer.
Yeah.
I'd assume it's number 1.
I wonder what it is. I don't know, top of my head. It's moving up. Cause I see, just because I have, like, a lot of parents that come to my restaurant and stuff, the kids are even playing basketball, hockey. Okay, we're in Michigan. But, like, soccer. It's like basketball, soccer.
Yeah.
Like, those are the 2 sports kids are playing. And it's like...
I think basketball is just, like, taking over.
Yeah, like, I mean, by the time you're 14, you know you're in the league or not.
Yeah. I wonder why that is. I wonder if it's due to, like, social media. Because there's so many highlights in basketball compared to other sports.
Yeah.
So it's just, like, you just see more of it straight up. You know?
That's it. The marketing, the media. Also, just the talent. Like, I hate when people say, like, these young players aren't better than old players. I'm like, no. Because, like, when did Magic Johnson, when was the first time he dunked? Like, how old was he? Yeah, Bronny dunking at 13, 14 years old.
Something like that.
And we're not talking about, like, running and dunking. He's, like, windmilling. He's doing fucking 2K shit. I think they're better than you, bro. Like,
yeah, I think there's a big focus.
Just being honest with you.
I think there's a big focus nowadays on
LeBron
individual, like, talent.
Out of high school.
Yeah.
Like, we got to talk about how, like, good he was. Like, we have to pause for a second and recognize.
18, playing with grown men.
Grown men, and showing these grown men how to play ball. Like,
first game dropped 20-something.
Come on now.
Welcome to the league.
And, like, the reason why they're better is just because they watched you growing up. You were the standard. You were like, I have to be at least as good as.
That's why sports always get better.
Always get better. You can't say they weren't.
Because you like, the kids who idolized Jordan now have Jordan, Kobe, Steph, LeBron, all of these people to look up to.
Yeah.
Eventually, we're going to get a hybrid. And it's going to be someone who can do everything. Yeah. Literally.
Yeah,
Kawhi is probably, like, the closest to that.
Kawhi's showing, like,
he's someone that can do everything.
Do everything.
Yeah.
And that's what kids are going to aspire to be, is, like, be good at, like, everything. And then we're going to see, like, the next Jordan. For sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the Jordan style of game is kind of out. Like, he wasn't much of a shooter. So, like, all his points were in the paint. Yeah. And so, I don't think anyone will ever come around with that game.
I think so.
You really think so? Because there's such a focus on threes.
Yeah. And, like, shout out to Steph. Because, like, a lot of kids.
Change the game.
But, like, we're gonna if Kawhi is at the Lakers, we might as well get into the sport talk. But like,
we might as well get the list out. But like, if that happens, the next generation of kids, so kids who are 7, 8, 9, right, are watching the league. They idolize Steph, right? That is like LeBron James and like all these young players, but their little brothers and sisters, they're gonna like have to be all around players. Because, like, we're going to see, I think, these next championships that, like, cool, you have a clip, but what happens when, like, someone's bringing it to you in the paint consistently? Yeah.
And end up with...
How do you guard that?
Yeah, how do you guard that?
Yeah.
How do you stop that assault? How do you stop an AD, Kawhi, and LeBron assault? How do you stop a Kyrie, KD, and who else did they get in the Nets?
DeAndre Jordan.
DeAndre assault. You know what I'm saying? Like...
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah, I think.
But we're gonna see the Splash Bros gonna come out. They're gonna come for it.
I wouldn't be surprised if, like, for some reason, defense takes over.
You would have to,
because at the end of the day, like, where can you go offensively? We have the best shooter of all time.
Yeah.
The best. Well, one of the best tanks of all time, LeBron. Right.
Yeah.
Like, so there's the scoring right there, and then Kawhi's got mid range on lock.
Yeah.
And then you've got someone who can play coast to coast, like Giannis. So it's like. It's not like they're going to add a 4-point line. You know what I mean? So, like, offensively, every area is tapped. So I think someone's going to come along who just, like, you don't score on me. And then all the kids will want to do that, you know? And I'm kind of excited for that era, like the defensive era.
It's like blocking, stealing.
Like the people who just talk shit and you're not going to score on me.
So Beverly, like, he's leaving the wave of, like, shutting people down.
Yeah. I mean, he's not the one to do it.
No, not him.
He's not likable. But
I'm saying him starting the wave of, like...
Yeah, someone's watching Patrick Beverly right now.
Yeah.
And they're like, I want to be him.
And liking him?
Yeah. And then but they're more likable. Yeah. And then all the kids are going to be like, yeah. Because at the end of the day, like, if you average 20 a game, but the dude you're guarding doesn't score, you're probably MVP. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Because people are going to start talking like...
Yo, LeBron only had 5, right?
Like, every time Bron plays against me, he doesn't score 10. Yeah. You know, and that's going to be like this. Because you know what I mean?
That good defender said, like, you're not making more than 20 on me. Period.
Yeah.
Steph, you're not making more than 20 on me.
Because it's not really like that.
Period.
Everyone's so offensively focused.
Yeah.
But it's like, eventually someone's going to come along who just, you're not scoring on me.
And you know what? The funny
thing. Like Draymond kind of like that, but.
He is. The funny thing, likable. Crazy good defense will shut anybody down.
Yeah.
He played, like, pick up with someone who's really good at defense, and, like, you're just like...
Can't do nothing.
You can't do nothing. Yeah. It gets in your head, and then you're just throwing up.
And then you're just throwing up from 35. It's just blank.
And you're just like, what happened? Trying to pass you, can't make no good passes. Yeah. In your head, bro.
Yeah.
Dunzo.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that.
I think that's going to be the thing, you know? And then everyone will go defense, and then someone will come along who can score. It's just a cycle, bro.
Yeah.
Because that's how the 80s and 90s and whatever were. Like, you're not the bad boys. You're not scoring on us.
Period.
Like, at all. And that's it. Jordan was the same. There was, like, Gary Payton. Like, defense was so much more prominent. And then players came along who just wanted to score the ball. Like, Kobe. Kobe probably ushered it in.
Yeah.
And then there was, like, T-Mac.
AI, too.
You know, AI. Yeah, AI probably, yeah. AI was the man. He, like, ushered in the era of scoring.
Cause I feel like, well, the thing is, like, how do you start, like, in Steph Curry's, like, a matured version of all that DNA, right? Like, how do you stop when Steph Curry's hot? Because, like, Steph Curry pretty well, I can shoot from half court, bro. It doesn't even matter.
But then someone's going to come along who doesn't even let him get the ball up. Yeah. The second he goes like this, mine. You know what I mean? Yeah, like someone's going to do it, bro.
That'd be so embarrassing.
It's going to be a wrap. And then we're going to switch to defense.
Someone's going to get ball problems when in his prime.
Yeah. Someone's right now in middle school.
Thinking about this
talking
right
that shit.
And like, yo. Bro,
no one's scoring on me.
My hands, bro, crazy fast.
Yeah.
Strong.
It's coming. Anyway. So let's get to it.
These trades, yo.
First one, the biggest bomb. KD and Kyrie and DeAndre Jordan to the Nets.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Also, that's the most emotionally unstable locker room ever.
Oh, man.
All three of them boys are snakes. I'm just kidding. I got love for KD.
They're also snakes, bro.
There was a report that he didn't meet with Steph, and that was unconfirmed, I guess, today. That was debunked.
Oh, he did meet.
Yeah, so the announcement came out before Steph got to him.
Yeah.
But he, like, sat Steph down and told him, like, man to man, what the decision was. Gotta respect it.
I heard some Twitter stuff that he felt second fiddle.
KD?
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah, I want to know. I want to know the reason he left. I think it's just a legacy thing.
This is the thing, and I talk about this in a quick business.
Go ahead.
Plug in inside of like some business talk. I mean, some sport talk. But I talk about like foundation and being able to do something, and like imagine if I couldn't cook, right? Or imagine I couldn't I don't have the chops to build a business, right? And I was just like a figurehead of something, right? And like this is different for KD because he's actually a good player. But the thing is that like I think for him, anyone who's competitive, anyone who's a winner, like he hopped into a good situation, won a chip or two, right? And is now like looking back at himself and like people are talking, but like that doesn't help at all. That people say that he doesn't deserve them or he didn't earn them, but that eats away at somebody who's super competitive. So like I think he loved the Warriors and he wants to be part of that great system and team. But like him as a legacy, like he knows he has to win a chip by himself.
Yeah.
He wants to win a chip by himself. If
he ever wants to be like
because like
a great
people try to like compare him to that's what LeBron did. Like no, LeBron went to the Heat. They had to build a team. Like
they didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, like
that's like him going to the Lakers basically.
Yeah,
he always brought someone with him. You know,
he always had to build a team.
Yeah,
and then like people in the league, and in an era where there's so many great players in the league who don't want him to win. Like no one's like 80. Like no one's trying to help LeBron win chips right now. Like they haven't helped him win the chips. Like because it's
80's the first one in a while.
In a while, because it's like you help LeBron win chips, and like it's a weird thing.
Yeah, I mean it's like he'll always be the second dude.
He was considered the greatest. Yeah. So you want to do anything to stop him from winning chips, right? Yeah. So like
because you want to be that guy,
right?
Like
so
the Titan killer.
KD with his snake self, right? It was like probably sitting there, and maybe Jay-Z talked to him, whatever. Yeah. You know, and New York is dope. Like good opportunity for him. He can spread his wings. Kyrie is some help, which is funny. So like I feel like
it is funny to me.
You can tell that KD really does like wants to beat LeBron, and so he got Kyrie.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, are they like? It seems like, yo, so Kyrie was LeBron's weaknesses and stuff. You know?
I think it's because Kyrie wants the same thing.
He wants to beat LeBron.
He wants to beat LeBron. Yeah. Or he just wants to win without him.
Yeah. I think he wants to beat him.
I don't know. It's necessarily like I want to beat you.
I think he wants to beat him.
Maybe.
Because remember they used to treat Kyrie crazy. I remember getting mad at like interviews. Like I remember I saw one interview asking like LeBron as a father figure to Kyrie, and he's a grown ass man. Yeah. And it's kind of like, why are you messing with him
They're
like
that?
Like
5 years apart.
Yeah, he's like
father figure.
He's like a father figure for you, and he's like, bro, what?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just he probably. I mean, as long as Kyrie is alive, that'll always be the year LeBron beat the Warriors. You know.
Yeah.
It'll never be the year that Kyrie hit the step back on Steph to win Game 7.
Yeah.
You know?
True.
So it'll always be the chase down block, and it'll always be the year LeBron came back from 3-1.
Facts.
And that's just what it is. And the same reason that Scottie Pippen is one of the best small forwards of all time.
Yeah.
But no one talks about that. You know?
You just got to accept the L.
Everyone's just like, yeah, LeBron. And then probably T-Mac. It's like, y'all really forget about Scottie Pippen? Like for real,
big facts.
You know what I mean?
But like, it's the same.
There's nothing you can do about it.
The thing is the same conversation. Who's the second man on the moon?
Yeah,
crickets. And that's the thing. You want to be great? Like, there's no second place.
Yeah,
they have, but like if Kyrie and KD, they have to destroy the Lakers. Like it has to like.
I don't think they'll get to play them. I mean they'll obviously play them in the regular season, but I've said it from the moment they made that trade happen. The Lakers. The trade for Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
They're gonna make it to the second round. That's my prediction.
Lakers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they'll finish 4th, 5th, or 6th, and they'll make it to the second round, maybe.
Yeah, I don't see them winning. Like, if they're gonna win the chips, is this year.
Although let me put an asterisk on this. If Kawhi shows up, I can see him make it to the conference finals. But like they just don't have anybody, and they traded more people today or yesterday.
Did they really?
They traded 2 more young cats. Granted, they didn't play, but like you still like, all you're doing is emptying out your roster.
I don't know why. Yeah, there's a lot of talent. They gave Pelicans a full squad, by the way.
The Pelicans about to be the most entertaining team in basketball, dog. They signed JJ Redick too.
Yeah, bro.
All right, so let's talk about that starting lineup. We got Lonzo, right? Depending on what they do with Drew Holiday, he'll probably be the second guy. So he'll be the 2, right? They'll probably start Ingram at the 3. And then we got
Ball.
We got I'm drawing a blank. Zion, obviously, what the hell? And then their center is who was their center?
Yeah, how did Pelicans go from no TV time to have the most TV?
Bro, they're about to be on ESPN all the time.
All the time.
Because everyone wants to see that. Like, that team is about to be so much fun. You got Duke, so you got all the Duke fans watching for JJ Redick, and all the old heads because he's kind of older now. And obviously, pretty much everyone likes Zion at this point. And then everyone wants to see Lonzo lose, so they're gonna watch.
Well, yeah, Zion Wilson, Drew Holiday, Brandon Ingram. I forgot about Ingram.
Yep.
Lonzo Ball, Redick, Hart,
Josh Hart,
Jackson Hayes.
So they drafted Jackson. I think he's a.
They drafted him.
I think I think he's a power forward. He's a solid player. So, but I don't know who their center is, but I'm sure that they might grab somebody. But
they're gonna have a hell of a squad, yeah.
They should trade. If I'm them, I would trade Drew Holiday
for
a center. Like, try to grab a big guy. I don't know if anyone's available at this point.
Yeah, who they can get for? Who's a good center that's already?
I mean,
Porzingis already signed. All
Yeah, I mean, I don't know like who's available for trade right now.
Yeah.
But if someone's looking for like a point guard to run the team, like maybe the Pistons would take him.
Oh,
because they got Thon Maker from the Bucks. But he's a lot better than Thon Maker.
Interesting.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know their center. Anyway, I'm about to watch Pelicans all the time. Yeah, because that's gonna be fun to watch, bro.
100% Pelicans is my new favorite team. I'm bandwagoning, and then
I think a lot of people are gonna do that.
I'm still a LeBron fan to the day I die.
Messed up though.
They messed up big time.
Big time.
Now they get Kawhi. I think they're gonna win a chip this year. Unless Kawhi sits out and says he needs surgery for his knee or something or his hamstring, that is like. You know what I'm saying? I just see
it's not deep enough, bro.
But listen, like them three with two filler players. They have Kuzma still, right?
Yeah.
So one. All they need is
only one ball though.
Facts.
And he's not like.
But listen,
Kuzma is a give me the ball, let me score.
Yeah.
But he's gonna be the fourth option if they sign Kawhi. Right now he's the third option.
That's fine.
So it's like.
I think so. So what do you think? You're thinking LeBron's gonna be dribbling the ball up front? Or you think LeBron's gonna take a step back?
Yeah, I think unless something happens and they get like a good point guard, I think.
But they have Rondo on the squad, right? Or no?
No, he's a free agent, but no one's talking about him, so they could grab him for like a vet minimum.
Yeah.
And I think they should. By the way,
they
really should, because he's not a scorer anure, so he can bring the ball up when LeBron doesn't want to. He's a pretty good defender, and obviously
make Kawhi the number one option to shoot. So let's have a Kawhi and AD pick and roll.
So let's talk about it as if they don't get Kawhi, right?
Okay. Well, then if they don't get Kawhi, I don't want to.
So they got about $25 million to spend.
They might get
something like that, right?
Well,
they lost JJ Redick, so they're not going to be able to get. Not that they lost him, like they had him, but they're not going to get JJ Redick, right? Yep. Seth Curry signed.
Yeah.
Wesley Matthews signed today. So there's like the three best shooters that were available to you, right? Gone. Nikola Mirotic went overseas. So, like, at the 2 spot, you're going to have to grab probably a defender now at this point. Right? Because you're not about to grab someone who's going to get a bucket. Because then you're spending too much.
According to Twitter, and this could be...
right now?
This could be clout.
Okay.
9 minutes ago, the deal is done. Kawhi is officially going to the Lakers.
What account tweeted it? Don't get bullied now. Is someone official?
I know it's actually somebody official.
I
don't know.
That decision's gonna shake it. But all I'm saying is that if they don't get, because at the end, like, LeBron's good for 30, right? When he needs to, especially.
They said that I don't know if this is real either. They're saying that the Lakers might get Iguodala.
Yeah, there's a chance that he's gonna get waived by the Grizzlies. And then they can grab him, but still, like you're not starting.
Iguodala.
You're not starting Iggy unless you need the defense. He's still a good defender.
And will Iggy actually play hard, or he's done?
I think he'll play. Yeah, especially because the Warriors did him dirt.
Yeah, they really did.
You know? So he'll come out. He'll come out with a chip on his shoulder.
This is crazy.
It'd be good for them to sign him.
Everyone's saying that is official. That Kawhi's gone to the Lakers. But like
until I get that Woj bomb, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, we not. Yeah, we're not.
But even if they get him, so like let's think about it, right? So if
they get him this year, they win a chip
in the playoffs. In the playoffs, LeBron's good for 30, right? Anthony Davis is good for 25.
Yeah,
Kawhi's good for 30, right? Add that up. That's 85, right? 85 is not enough to win. So you need more
but
points.
We're talking playoffs.
I know.
LeBron's going for how much? You think? Okay,
We'll give him 35. That's 90 points.
Let's say he takes, but like, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Again, 35.
And he's older, so like he's not playing 48 minutes. A whole.
But I think that's good though. I think he'd be well rested to show up in the playoffs versus carrying a team all the way to the playoffs and then be like.
But how's he going to be well rested if there's 7 people on the team?
No, they'll get some fillers in. Cause like think about like, well, you're right.
If they sign Kawhi, they have no money at all. You're playing with 3 MVP candidates and a bunch of bums.
Well, you talking about like the greats though. It's on the top 10.
Yeah,
right
I mean, but like I said,
like this is a better situation.
Give LeBron 35.
This is a better situation in my opinion than Bosh and Wade for LeBron.
They had a team. He had a team.
They did have a team
and a good coach, a great coach.
They had a great coach.
You know, I didn't like, and that was you're talking about 28-year-old LeBron. We're sitting on 33, 32-year-old LeBron coming off an injury.
He took a half year off.
I'm not gonna sit here and act like LeBron's gonna be a shell of himself. Like, that's why I'm still giving him 35 a game in the playoffs. Right? I'm giving Kawhi 30, and I'm giving Anthony Davis 25.
And how much you getting Kuzma?
With all, if they have all 3 of those, 15. So you got 100 points.
That's good.
You're not winning with 100 points.
And who you think they can keep? Bro, defense? You think no, never mind.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh fuck,
they're gonna be good defensively, and that could be their saving grace. But the thing is, what happens when they go to the bench?
Yeah,
you're not scoring any points.
Yeah.
So like you have to do rotations in a way to where when LeBron's out.
That's probably how they'll do it.
And then LeBron comes back in, and then you put Kawhi on the bench.
Like
you know,
a good coach will have 3 offenses: one with AD, one with Kawhi, one with LeBron.
That's the best way to do it.
And then you just have filler players.
Even then,
and in the last quarter, what you do, you bring out the big 3 and you
for the last 10 minutes or so.
Because like, listen, it just be them 3 just having fun.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one saving grace. I said it like this is their defense, especially if they bring Rondo back.
Cause that just be fun.
He can hold a point guard, you know.
Yeah,
but I don't. It's just like it's too dicey.
My gut is telling me that,
and I don't think Kawhi's going to the Lakers. First of all,
where are you gonna go? Stay at the Raps?
Stay at the Raptors. Go to the Clippers. I don't think he doesn't.
I would not go to the Clippers.
He doesn't strike me as someone who wants to play with LeBron. I think it takes a type of person.
I think
to play with him.
Like I think he's looking at his choices and is like, all right, I stay at Raptors for another 4 or 5 years in Toronto, and like kind of like win one, be a legend in Toronto, but like kind of sacrifice. Because how old is Kawhi right now?
28, 29.
So like he being like LeBron,
hitting his prime.
Yeah, in his prime.
He's in his prime.
He's coming off a chip.
Yeah.
Does he want to like? Will Raptors still have a dope squad? Yes. Will they win another chip? Maybe. I don't know. You know.
Yeah.
Don't lose your fucking career with the Clippers.
I don't think it's bro. They made the playoffs with nobody.
They did.
You know what I mean? They made it with nobody.
They really did. But like,
so like, imagine if they have someone. You know?
And Kawhi's really good at coming onto teams that made the playoffs last year and winning a chip.
Yeah.
He might just do that.
Bro, the roster's almost the same.
Yeah.
Especially if they can grab a shooter. Yeah. They don't really have the shooter, but Danny Green's a free agent. So like,
now
if
that
he brings
I think
him
about
with
it
him,
more.
If he brings him with him, like, yo, Danny, let's go get another chip in a different city.
So now I think for Kawhi, it's like he knows he can win a chip probably in any of those situations.
Yeah.
I think his decision,
no matter where he goes, he's a contender.
I think his conversation is like who's going to take care of him the best. And I'm guessing it'll be the Lakers.
I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like LeBron's a bug. Like, he's a bug that wants to be the leader of a team, and he's earned it a million %, right? But now you're getting to a point where if Kawhi goes there, you're now competing for who's the best player on the planet. You know, because that's the legitimate conversation people are having.
I don't think Kawhi cares about that.
Yeah, I know, but you're still gonna have that conversation.
So he's a perfect player to be the best player in the world, right? Kawhi, quote unquote, right? Yeah. He's the best player because he doesn't care about that, and he's gonna go and prove that he's the best player. But I think.
But so let's talk about that, right?
But I think LeBron wants to win chips, yo. I think Kawhi wants to win chips, and I think AD wants to win chips. I think because like AD waived his $4 million tick or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like this is showing me that like they want to win championships.
Yeah, I mean he said that today on his Instagram or something.
And I think for like Kawhi too. I think Kawhi is like, yeah, listen, I'm gonna get a max deal regardless. Like, let me just win a chip. More chips. He'll have 3 if he wins this year.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like he'll get in like LA, like he's in LA.
Yeah.
He's in a city where like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like LeBron takes second fiddle. If that, or even LeBron wants to lead the team, like Kawhi could still be a great number 2.
But is that a smart idea?
I think so.
You know, like
But I think
5 minutes left in the game, who's gonna get the ball?
Like Kawhi,
you know, LeBron's gonna want the ball.
But I think Kawhi wants to leverage his brand. Like, I mean,
I don't know. It's just tough.
How long is his deal with New Balance?
They just signed last year.
Oh, did they?
So, or this year. It might have even been this year.
Was it this year?
I think it was. Nah.
Or was it a few years ago?
I think it was. He might be on a second year.
I think Kawhi's trying to get outside bags. I don't think he's been getting a lot of outside bags. So that the Spurs didn't give him credit, and then Raptors he's gonna get credit, but he's not getting that draw from like bigger brands and opportunities. Because at the end of the day, it's all about money.
Yeah.
And business.
Yeah.
And I feel like
for some people.
I mean, at the end of the day, like you're not playing for free.
Yeah.
Like you play for chips. And
but
everything.
I mean, like AD's a good example of that. Like he waived $4 million a season. That's not chump change.
Yeah.
Or not a season because his contract's
Yeah.
up. But he waived $4 million. Like.
Yeah.
$4 million. That's like
he weighed $4 million, but he's gonna get that
like
right. He's gonna get that right back in like sponsorships or whatever because he's in LA.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the Apple commercial look like? What does that like Nike thing look like? What does that Adidas thing look like? What does that Puma thing look like?
I don't know. I feel like
you're good.
We could talk about this all day. You know.
But
it's just a personality thing.
But I agree though. I feel the Lakers have a lot of proof. I feel LeBron is tripping because I think LeBron has made a lot of bad administration moves in his career. But like just because he's such a good player. Mm-hmm. He's gotten to where he wanted to go.
He's so confident.
But like he needs, he definitely needs a better system for him that people were like wanting, like how the Warriors wanted Steph to win, so they did anything in their power to like help Steph win. I don't think organizations are fighting for LeBron the same way because like he's traded his whole team away. Because they look at it like, yo, listen, we can sell LeBron tickets when we straight. But I think that's how like
do the Lakers even care about winning for real?
No, they're about to make so much money off LeBron, AD, and if Kawhi goes.
That's a good question, man.
Season tickets, like,
do they really care?
I don't think they do. Hell no, I don't think they do.
Yeah, because it's like even though Toronto won, if Kawhi leaves, they're not selling out. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They're gonna, That's I mean that's like a whole nother.
It's business at the end of the day. It's all about money at the end of the day
for most team owners.
100%.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on.
All right.
Before we have a 2-hour segment.
Understand the Lakers.
D'Angelo Russell to the Warriors.
Ooh, smart move.
All right, I got.
He's a dog.
He's a great player.
Is he he's one?
But he's also a point guard. He's an on-the-ball offensive player, right?
Bad move Steph to the shooting guard position. Why not?
No. Steph runs that offense, bro.
All right,
like maybe I'm just being naive, but like to me, Steph's one of the best passers in the league.
Okay.
One of the best handles. Mm-hmm. Obviously the best shooter of all time.
Yeah.
So it's like you're not gonna take the ball out of his hands, right? D'Angelo Russell's an on-the-ball scorer.
Okay.
Like he obviously can shoot, but it's not like he played the two, so we don't know if he's a good off-the-ball shooter. Yeah. It's a different kind of skill, right? And my thing is like, so Klay Thompson he re-signed this weekend. So now you got 3 max contract guards.
Yeah.
What happens when Klay comes back? Klay's not playing the 3. He's not guarding LeBron. He's not guarding Kawhi. You know?
Damn.
So it's like, I just don't understand the point unless they just want to use him as leverage. Because, so I was reading this today because I'm still trying to figure out why they did it, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, because when KD left, all that extra cap space would be like retracted because they were in the luxury. So they had to fill it up or else it would retract.
Yeah.
So that's why they gave D'Lo the max.
Yeah.
And they did it so quick.
Yeah.
Was because they needed to fill that space before it went void, right? So my thing is that maybe they turned it into, because it was a sign and trade. And normally if you sign someone, you can't immediately trade them. Yeah. Right? There's clauses to protect that. But since it was a sign and trade with the Nets, what they can do is get a third team involved because technically he hasn't signed yet. Yeah. They can get a third team involved and then use D'Lo as a trade piece to bring someone else in.
For who?
I mean,
everyone's signing Max.
They need a small forward, right? So they just got rid of Iggy.
So what are they doing?
So they need. I mean, Wiggins is out there with a terrible contract that I'm sure the Timberwolves want to get rid of.
Facts.
I don't know. I just like.
I think
I love D'Lo. Yeah. I love watching him play. I just don't think it's a good idea.
I think he'd be a great fit in the Warriors because I think KD left.
Yeah.
And this is, and I don't think I told you this, but I believe the reason why the Warriors lost is because of KD. I think. Pause. I know.
Skirt.
He did a lot for the team. Well, this. But Steph had to play different as soon as KD joined the team. And I think we saw that in the last quarter of that game where Steph kind of broke down because for the last whatever he's been playing
different. Yeah.
And it's like,
I mean, we saw what happens in the Portland series when Steph is the man. Guy. Like,
and I think KD wanted to be the guy.
Well deserved.
I think Steph's a nice guy to let him but think about like the reps and the repetition and the practice. The season is by the time you get to a finals game, you may not have enough reps in, and like you saw him just completely break down. And I feel like if KD took a step back and was like, "This is your team, I'm here to assist you," I think the Warriors would have took that W big time. Cause even like if you see how KD got hurt, which is unfortunate, like Steph did a lot to make sure KD got his points. I feel like
I mean that's one thing that never gets talked about is the fact that Steph Curry demands a double team. And he demands defensive pressure at all times. And what that does is it opens up this. I mean, bro, you could talk about basketball philosophy. This is why Klay and Steph play so well together, is because both of them demand a double team on the 3-point line, and you have to play on them. So that's why like having someone like Draymond Green who can constantly set you these screens, these strong screens, it gets them open all the time. And by putting someone in there like KD, who also demands that double team, but plays with a different style, like the way that Steph and Klay play off of each other is like, okay, if Klay has the ball, Steph's running around the fucking line and like trying to get an open three, right? Exactly. But if KD has the ball, it's kind of ISO, you know, because like you don't like KD doesn't warrant a pick and roll. Like he doesn't need that. He doesn't need that. No. He just wants you to get out the way. He's a scorer because he's one of the best scorers of all time. Yeah. Right.
And that's
so it does change the dynamic, and you could see that when Steph dropped 47 on Toronto. Yeah. You know. Like, that was with Klay out. Yeah. So like that's what happens when Steph has to score. Because the thing is like Klay had 28 in games. Was it game 6 when he got hurt? No, it was game 5. It was game 5.
When Klay got hurt?
I think. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever game it was.
Did he get hurt the last game 7 or whatever? No.
It didn't go 7. I think it was game 6.
Was it game 6 or 5? Game 6.
I don't know.
The last game.
It doesn't matter. Either way.
He got hurt.
He had like 28 in the third quarter, right?
Yeah, he did.
And Steph had like 20.
Yeah, they're about to win.
Because like the thing is you don't need, like people will always, this is one thing that ESPN.
You never need a KD. Period.
Yeah. But at the same time, you're saying no.
No, you're not gonna say.
You know what I mean?
You're not gonna say no.
Yeah.
But like, did you need him?
No, of course.
Was he the worst thing that probably happened to Warriors? I think so. Look what happened. The Warriors had now they rebuild on the whole new squad.
2 championships though. You know.
They're gonna win them anyway. I feel like listen, Steph and Klay and Draymond embarrassed LeBron. You gotta understand, like
the first time around.
Yeah.
But at the same time, his team was hurt. Kyrie and K-Love were hurt.
Yeah, true.
So it's like I don't want to sit here and act because what happened when they went at full power? You know, obviously Iggy went down, and see that's the thing is like we never got to saw it like straight up.
Straight up.
You know, Kyrie and K-Love were hurt.
Yeah.
First year, and then Andre and then Draymond got suspended.
Yeah.
So it's like we never got to see it straight up. Like.
But like, if we really,
that'll always be like the biggest question mark.
If that team stayed consistent, like the Spurs or like
yeah,
they would have gave LeBron.
They could have grabbed a $15 million a year small forward.
Boom.
Brought another bench piece in.
Boom.
You know.
Boom.
Yeah, I mean, I said
because LeBron, no matter how great he is, this is a team sport, and it's like,
and that's what I'm trying to say about the Lakers.
LeBron might average go for 50, bro. We'll see.
But we saw that's what happened in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And they didn't win. And obviously he's got AD now,
but
so I'm not
AD,
gonna.
And he has Kawhi. Yeah. Like he has like.
But the thing is like
Kyrie's good, but like Kyrie didn't show up every fucking game. Either did Tristan Thompson. Like imagine if they did.
But the thing is
imagine if they did show up every game
when
it mattered.
When LeBron didn't score, he had Kyrie. Now he's got AD, right?
Yeah.
Who's a little bit different, but Man, I don't know. I think it's just
Tristan.
Tristan Thompson, bum ass.
What he averaged? He was averaging like 12 points, bro. He was
before the contract. He was averaging like 15 and 10.
Yeah,
that's exactly.
He's the reason why LeBron has had 2 more chips. 100%. I blame him.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's exactly what you need from a center, though.
What? No points?
No, 15 and 10.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You know. But the thing is then all of a sudden he got that bag, and it's like he stopped showing up to the gym. Because then he started averaging like 8 and 10.
Yeah.
You know?
They gave him too much
That's
money.
not acceptable, bro. You're a max contract player.
They gave him
You have to score 10 points a game. Like, what?
They gave him too much money. He out here like...
Yeah. So, I don't know. We talked about the Warriors. They traded Iggy. We didn't talk about that. I have a little rant to go on about that. I think...
Yeah, go off for a second.
That's one of the most disrespectful things ever.
It really is, yo.
And I don't want to say I understand but I do understand. It's a business at the end of the day, and the goal is to win championships and be a contender. Well, the goal is to win championships, and in order to be a contender, they did have to trade him because they needed Deangelo Russell. But I think we don't win the 3 championships without him.
No.
I think
he
that
sacrificed so much. His health.
I think his sacrifice of going to the bench, instead of demanding to be a starter, was one of the reasons that we built the dynasty. And I think trading him like that, especially because he's just about to get waived and be in kind of limbo, I just think it's one of the most disrespectful things you could have done, you know? But at the end of the day, it's business, and you got to do what you got to do. But yeah, I mean, I will be buying an Iggy jersey as soon as they go on sale, and I will be hanging that boy up in my room.
Respect.
And I hope that the Warriors do the same. I hope they put his name in the rafters, because I seriously.
They put rumors they put KD's.
Yeah.
The disrespect.
No, it doesn't seem like
the disrespect.
Doesn't seem like he. I don't know. Like, does KD deserve a jersey in the rafters?
I don't know.
But whatever. I don't know. I hope the Warriors put Iggy's name in the rafters. I hope it's not bad blood, because that would leave a big sour taste in my mouth if it becomes like a beef thing.
Yeah, that'd be fucking.
But
I'm looking at the world bonds right now. See what's going on.
Has he said anything?
No.
I'll keep reading these off. We can talk about them.
Paul Gasol wants to return to next season. He said. Paul Gasol wants to return as center next season.
I hope so.
Good
Tobias Harris and Al Horford on the 76ers.
A squad.
So yeah, and there's no Jimmy Butler, so that lineup's looking real strong.
Yeah, with Ben's.
So they got Ben Simmons,
which is I don't know.
Yeah, he's a jump shot away from MVP. Everyone's been saying that for a long time, but it's true. He's a jump shot and a 3-pointer away from being an MVP candidate. And granted, that's not easy, but he's up there. Like, his core vision and all that's elite. Their 2 is going to be Josh Richardson, Hooper, and then Tobias Harris, Hooper, and then Al Horford and Joel Embiid. They're going to have like the tallest starting lineup in the NBA easily. Their shortest player is going to be Ben Simmons, 6'5", and they're going to have two 7-footers in that starting 5.
That's a big team.
They're going to be tough. That's going to be a tough matchup for like the Lakers.
And the Pelicans, 100%.
Because, like, yeah. But it's going to be a tough matchup. And I'm interested to see if that type of lineup is going to shift the NBA. Because right now we're kind of in
all those bigs.
You don't need a big man type lineup.
Yeah.
But now it's like, damn, like you got 2 stretch 5s. Like, and you don't even have a center on your team. Like, good luck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How you going to...
I think the Sixers are about to be...
a serious good team.
Yeah, like a serious contender.
But do they have the leadership to be a good team? That's the real question. Who's leading that team?
Yeah, that's true.
Who's leading them?
I guess Al Horford. He's a vet. He knows what it takes. I just don't know if he's vocal enough.
And are they willing to put the work in and be...
Yeah. I don't know. I think that's going to be a good team. That's going to be a team to watch. But at the same time, I said that before last year started.
Sorry, going back to Warriors for a second. You know who's getting dirt? Livingston.
Yeah.
They be playing my mans, bro.
But at the same time, I think
they put him down to $600,000 a year.
I think he's one season away from retiring.
Okay.
I think if we won, he would have retired. In all honesty, I think he's at that point of his career.
He's kind of done.
Yeah, he needs one good season to go out strong.
Yeah,
you know.
All right, back to the whatever.
That's
Sixers,
that.
whatever.
Like I said, 76ers,
Nice
serious
squad. Nice
contender.
looking squad. Nice contenders.
Celtics, they got Kemba Walker.
I want to see a second year. I think a second year assault. After they play with each other, they figure each other out.
Yeah,
They might make a really nice run.
they're not contenders
this
but
year, but
they're-
like they're not. Once they figure out how to play with each other, 'cause I love Kemba Walker as a player and Gordon Hayward. I feel like year number 2, serious fucking team.
Yeah, I think they're a top 4 seed in the
Serious
East.
team.
I think they're a top 4 seed in the East. And if Gordon Hayward can return to like
Who's their coach for Celtics, by the way?
Brad Stevens, great coach. Didn't do good this year,
Yeah,
but we're not gonna judge a man on one season.
yeah.
But like I'm saying, if Gordon Hayward comes back at the level he was, the All-Star level he was in Utah, I think you got a contender. But that's a big if, because he broke his freaking leg. So, you know, it's a big if he comes back. And then obviously they just lost. They're replacing Al Horford with Enes Kanter. That's a downgrade. Kanter's no scrub, but that's definitely a downgrade.
Yeah,
Definitely a down. And he goes under screens, which is another problem. And so does Kemba. That's Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart's got his work cut out for him.
I wonder why
Kemba's not much of a defender at all.
I wonder why Kemba signed with the Celtics though. Is it because of Supermax? You think the max contract? He could have got it with. I mean, don't stay at the Hornets for sure.
I think it's like
But why didn't he go to a different team?
Kyrie was their guy, and now they need another guy. They need that point guard. So he was, and obviously the Celtics is a legendary team, you know. And you have that is a complete team. You know,
That is a complete team.
That's a team that's ready to go. You
It's
just
good. He
you just
deserves
need
it.
the second. You need the second piece, which could be Gordon Hayward.
Like
It really could be, but if it's not, you're gonna need to grab a second piece in the offseason, or the next offseason.
do you follow Walker on Instagram?
Who? Kemba? No.
All right, he
I don't
gets no
think so.
love. Watch this. What we're gonna see is he has 1.2 million, and since the trade, he's ready to get but watch him with his watch him start getting some real good deals. Okay,
Yeah.
Kemba is too good to be getting
Bro, he is a
BS
hooper.
deals.
And now he's on TV.
Look at this. This is the kind of graphics that he looks like.
Yeah. He looks like a bum. He looks like
He
a
looks
D-League
like bum.
player.
He's come on now.
Yeah.
But, so I think it's smart that he's on the Celtics and give him some
Yeah.
got some big boy.
He's gonna get
First off, he's been getting big boy money.
Yeah. But he's not getting big boy TV time.
Exactly, and now he needs big boy TV
He's not
time.
on TV.
Because he's a big boy brand. He's a nice guy. He can hoop. I think we haven't even seen his full potential yet. And putting in a system like Celtics, well, you think he's?
I mean, he's not. How much better can you get?
He's surrounded by really good players.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, how much better can you get? He's a 25 a game point guard who's too small to defend. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
I'm not that, like.
Wait, so
I'm trying to be as honest as possible. No disrespect. I love me some Kemba. He's a hooper, but he can't really defend like that.
How tall is he? How big is he?
6 foot.
No.
Yeah.
Is he?
I wouldn't be surprised if you're about to tell me 6 foot. And he's skinny.
He's 6'1".
6'1", 6 foot. NBA 6 foot.
He's 184.
That's skinny.
He's small.
Yeah, that's skinny. That's what he's quick enough to defend, but he's not big enough.
So how you think he's gonna
But the saving grace is that Marcus Smart's on that team, who's clamps. He's probably what we were talking about earlier, of like players that are going to lead the wave of defensive. He's probably that guy, but he's clamps, right? So if they start, I don't know. I'd have to look at that lineup, but I don't know if they start Marcus Smart. But if they do, they can do what they do with Steph, which is put Clay on the best player, and then have Steph guard the second guy. You know? But like I'm saying, I think Celtics are one All-Star, or I guess two at this case, 2 All-Stars away from a championship.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Kemba's that guy, and then if they can get Gordon Hayward,
I don't know why I thought he was bigger than that.
nah, but that's the thing, he's shifty, right? So because he's small and skinny, he's shifty. That's why he's a bucket.
When I watched him play,
bucket.
I thought he was like a good, at least 6'3", but no,
No, he's little.
he's little.
Yeah, in NBA standards, which is crazy.
He's just crazy.
6'1" is little.
Yeah, he's
Isn't that
big,
crazy?
but I mean, he's little.
Yeah.
That's crazy because I thought
No.
he was like at least Steph's height, at least 6'3".
Nah. But like I said, if Gordon Hayward's an all-star, they're a contender. So, which is a big if. Okay. Boom. Celtics done. Redick goes to the Pelicans. I think we talked about that, right? New Orleans about to be the most entertaining team in basketball.
Big facts.
Yeah. Terry Rozier to the Hornets. We don't really have to talk about that. He's not going to be on TV much. Not a whole lot you can do in Charlotte. So,
yeah.
Unfortunately, despite the fact that they have Michael Jordan as the owner or part owner or whatever, not much you can do in Charlotte.
Honestly. I want to see
D Rose to the Pistons.
Yeah, this is going to be fun to watch.
I need me a D Rose jersey.
I might go to a game.
I'd go to a game for sure.
Yeah, trying to go to a game. I'm trying to see Rose play.
Yeah.
Man, I feel
if they start him.
Talk about bad karma and the worst luck. Give us to Rose.
Yeah. Seems like a good dude. He is dealing with a rape case right now, which I'm not caught up to date with.
Is he really?
But at the same time, like, even if, I mean,
how he had bad knees but he's raping girls? That doesn't make sense.
That's why. He got his ass beat with a bat. I'm just playing.
He probably did, low key. That's why that karma goes. He probably raped that girl, bro. Look, both his knees got messed up.
If he actually,
but that
we're not going to comment, but if he did actually rape some women,
that's so messed up.
You know, your moneymaker's gone. Anyway, but I do want to see him do well in Detroit. I want to see him because at the end of the day, people can return. People can become good people.
I mean, Kobe did it. Yeah. Kobe beat the case and came back.
And you can always learn from your mistakes and become a better person.
Something like that.
Right.
I'm sure money gets you out of a lot of shit. But that's
it does. Look at Harvey Weinstein, man.
Where's he at, bro?
Why is he not in jail for the rest of his life?
Cosby in jail. This is what we're talking about, white privilege, bro. What is he doing?
Who? Harvey?
Yeah.
Like, what did he do?
No, what is no? Not what
what is he doing right now?
What is he doing? Like, why?
Chilling on a couple billion. He probably can't make a movie anymore, but he's not in jail where he should be. You know?
What's that man up to, bro? Like, when I saw Bill Cosby go to jail, I'm like, Harvey Weinstein is next, and I haven't heard nothing. He's been chilling. That's what happens when you have money, bro. Connections, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we said it before. Money's power. That's power. Evident. But maybe that was off topic.
Oh, they're still fighting though.
Are they? I mean, but the thing is like if you have money, you can make that shit go on forever.
That's the thing.
You know, like he's actually not in jail right now.
He really isn't.
Like it's crazy. But
he's part of Star Wars. Oh man, he's too powerful.
Bro, he's part of Lord of the Rings.
He's powerful. Yeah.
Like every single, like big movie ever, that dude is behind. He's worth a couple billion.
He's straight.
Like
they're gonna fight that for at least 5 years. Mm-hmm. He has money for that.
That's like scum of the earth right there. I hate that dude.
Really gross.
The last one. I'm sure there's more, but one of the last ones. Knicks absolutely bombed.
Yo, you see my tweet?
In this offseason. No, what'd you say?
I was like, I'm like the Knicks back in high school. I'm trying to find a prom date. Yeah, 3 picked out. And then you
gotta settle. You gotta settle for Julius Randle.
Yeah. You gonna go with some friends.
Isn't that dirt? They thought they were gonna get Kawhi, Kyrie, KD,
but what did the Knicks not
Julius
do?
Randle.
Like when I saw Kyrie to the Nets, I was like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, what did they do?
Their owner sucks, bro.
I feel bad for what's his name, RJ.
Yeah,
I feel so bad for him.
I mean, luckily, at least they grabbed Julius Randle, who's a young guy and an up-and-comer. But it's not even like they secured him, bro. They signed him to a 2-year deal. So he's going to ball out, and then he's going to get a max somewhere else because he doesn't want to play for you.
Bro, let's talk about the Knicks for a second.
Bro, everyone they signed is on a 2-year deal. They signed 3 small and power, I think 3 power forwards
what are they
for like $110 million.
What are they waiting for?
Apparently, they didn't want to give KD the bag. And that's why he didn't.
Yeah, I heard something. The rumor like we don't know if he's gonna be as good as he like.
But it's like you just signed 3 non-all-star power forwards for the same amount of money you could have gave him.
Even if KD doesn't come back, he comes back as shell as he was. He's still gonna give you buckets.
Yeah, he's still a 7-footer that can shoot. Like even if he can't run like he used to,
he's still giving you buckets.
Like spot up shooter. No one's blocking him. Yeah, whatever.
And they couldn't even bag Kyrie.
Although at the end of the day, I think they deserve it. The Knicks deserve it. James Dolan needs to be out of there.
Facts.
Trash.
I think. I remember like a few years ago, Drake had he hosted the ESPN Awards, whatever. He made that joke about like everyone the Knicks just like don't know if they're gonna get traded or not.
Yeah.
I think the players are just showing like, yo, we're not gonna play for a bad organization.
Yeah. Power to the players.
Because Knicks got bread to spend. They just sitting on a couple like.
Yeah, isn't it crazy? The Knicks aren't the best team in New York right now.
Which is crazy.
Isn't that crazy to say? Like
they gotta figure that situation out.
And man, shout out to the Nets. I don't know if the same.
Jay-Z, I think Jay-Z has something to help with that.
I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to become an owner when the opportunity arises.
Or if he maybe already has some. Oh, we would have heard about it.
Because he signed Kyrie. Did you know that? To, I think they call it Rock Nation Sports. You got Kyrie on there.
There you go. Yep,
that's a valuable asset.
He made that, and Kyrie's down to sit there for 4 years and learn from Jay-Z, right? Like he's like, even if he doesn't get no.
Yeah, I mean Kyrie's at that age where he just signed his final prime team, right?
Yeah.
Like unless something crazy happens and he gets traded, like he will be on the Nets for the rest of his prime, right?
Facts.
And who's gonna be there with him? Jay-Z
and KD
ushering him in. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if that had anything to play along with it. 100%. Like, man, 100%. If basketball don't work out, like, Jay-Z gonna show me the ropes anyway.
What podcast I was listening to you, but they said that KD bought an apartment in
Brooklyn.
Yeah. And they're like, he's like on New York. But I think what people didn't see.
Everyone thought it was the Knicks. Yeah.
Everyone completely disregarded the Nets. Like, nah, I bet the Nets. No. And I'm interested to see how they play together. Because KD's going to be out for a year.
Yeah.
So that means it's Kyrie's team.
Mm-hmm.
Is Kyrie going to give up that torch to KD when he comes back? And who are they going to surround themselves with in the next couple of years?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's kind of the same like disparity that Kyrie and LeBron had. Right. You know? It's like, at the end of the day, it's like, how are you going to argue with KD that you should have the ball?
Yeah.
You know?
And you have two people who are not really leaders want to be leaders.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both not emotionally stable enough to be leaders.
So, like, they're going to have...
And don't get me wrong, I love Kyrie. I love KD.
Yeah.
But they aren't
I hope you guys don't buy their shoes, though. Or KD's, at least.
You don't like KD shoes?
No, come on.
I like me some KD.
Really?
They used to have KD Ant Pearls. Shout out to my boy Austin Hess. He showed me these back in the day.
No, they don't even sound right.
This was they hot though.
No, they're not.
KD 7s, I think, Ant Pearls.
Let's look.
Let me show you them things.
Any KD shoe I've ever seen in my life.
You might not mess with them, but they got like a little bit of.
You might as well just buy a Curry shoe instead.
Bro, don't hate on my man's Under Armours. My man signed with Under Armour and dropped some New Balance dad shoes, man. Steph let me down with that.
I think they're dope.
Yeah, you lied.
Stop lying. That's 2 M's
though.
All
right, here's a better picture. These are the Ant Pearls.
See, them ugly motherfuckers.
You don't like these?
Bro, you think those are hot?
They got a little bit of that Jeremy Stevens vibe. I think that's his name.
No, bro, listen. KD has the worst shoes.
With the wing? Bro? Come on. Look at that.
No, bro. No? That's not hot. They're not.
I'm going to put a picture on the screen.
Yeah, we have
for y'all to see. I love me some Ant Pros. Anyway.
I'm looking at KD shoes right now, and they're all trash, bro. Like, whoever wants to wear
haters gonna hate.
Bro, what? Whoever wants to wear some Kevin Durant shoes.
Bro, we need to talk about this. So, all this Kawhi, like, everyone's waiting for Kawhi. DeMarcus Cousins hasn't made a decision yet.
What he's gonna do? Boy, you better stay.
I got excited about that. I did say that like DeMarcus is MVP, but still, he could still go somewhere and give you some minutes.
Where?
Lakers. Don't sign Kawhi. Grab DeMarcus.
Shut up.
AD and DeMarcus know how to play together. They know how to play together.
No, listen, that's funny, but like that is true. And he's already signed bullshit contracts anyway. So
he's ready to not get paid. He just got the bag from Puma. Like he's chilling.
He's chilling. Yeah. You know what? Get Kawhi and then sign Cousins on like a 1 year.
I don't think he'd do it again, bro.
He's not gonna show up.
Damn, I just messed up.
He's not gonna show up.
I took $1 million.
Isn't he still hurt?
No, he good.
Bro,
he only played 10 minutes
at Game 6?
Wasn't there?
He was limping. Like he was still hurt.
Defensive liability, man.
That big move for no reason.
Yeah, he took the Miller season just to lose in the finals.
He left to win no chips anyway. He thought it was gonna be an easy chip.
He did.
He really thought it was gonna be an easy chip.
Yeah. I mean, granted, if everyone was healthy, it would have been. But
were there? Yeah, I'm still looking at KD shoes. Never buy those. You wear KD shoes, you're a chump. But let's look at Kyrie shoes. I haven't been into the basketball shoe games in a minute. So
Yeah, I don't really wear them like that. I got like one pair of hooping shoes and that's it.
Okay,
That's the extent. Kyrie got some nice shoes.
They're better.
Donovan Mitchell just released his shoes. They got like a Spider-Man thing too.
Yeah, Kyrie shoes.
They like partnered with Marvel to drop them things.
Isn't that crazy? Shout out to Nike, bro.
Shoe game's crazy,
so much
bro.
money in a shoe.
Isn't
bro.
it crazy they can give players like $20 million to design a shoe, and they can make their money back?
Yeah, bro.
Isn't that like crazy?
LeBron's are like dope. Too.
LeBron got some cool shoes, man.
Here he is.
For sure.
I'm looking at the LeBron and Kith shoes, bro. Fire.
Shout out everyone that said Vince is on his phone too much.
You know what? Sorry.
Kevin Looney is returning to the Warriors on a 3-year, $15 million deal. God bless. We would have been screwed without him.
That's nice. What else?
He's also a bum. But
I mean, they're all scrubs, bro.
I like me some Looney. He gives you a lot of physicality, a lot of toughness. But he's not making up for any of that lack of offense. That's for sure.
Yo, these boys are getting money, bro. That's one thing that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, Lillard. You didn't talk about him getting that max.
Oh, yeah, he got a 4-year, like, damn near $200 million deal.
Yeah. So he lost.
I think it's a 5-year. Something like that. He got paid.
Yeah. What about
paid.
Rosen? What did he get?
DeRozan?
Yeah.
He's not on a contract year yet. He's off of a max, though, from Toronto still. I think he's got 2 more. I think next year's his last year. Yeah.
I feel bad for him.
Me too. That's another thing is, like, it's a business. And how quickly, bro,
And they won the chip.
How quickly people forget, too. Like, everyone was heated when that trade happens.
And act like he never was on the team.
And no one even, like, talks about it
Easily
no more.
forgotten, bro. I guess
he deserves a ring. Deadass.
I guess it does he?
Hell yeah. They should give him a ring, like an honorary champion. Kyle Lowry
deserves a ring.
Kyle Lowry got a ring before DeRozan. That's fucked up.
And Kawhi did too.
I would have lost that bet.
And Kawhi didn't want to play for real. That's the craziest thing. Kawhi was not trying to play for real, and he got him a chip.
Yeah, he's not even.
He just want to be at the Spurs. He was like, you know what? I'm not even trying to play for real, but like,
get me out of here.
And then with the quitness, Toronto was like,
yeah, we'll give up everything for you, bro. We'll give up our franchise player.
Yo, that was a really good move, though. Listen, were they wrong? Was Toronto wrong?
Morally? Yeah.
How?
Bro, DeRozan gave you so much to that city.
Okay, but all right, think about morally, like, with a girl, right? DeRozan is like the girl that been holding you down. She's cool, whatever, but there's a better girl out there for you. Morally, they made the right decision. I got it.
Bro, you can't make a comparison like that.
They did, though.
You out here making roster changes with your girl? What the
bro, you gotta.
Nah, that's like, you know what that's like? You know what that's like?
You put up 11 this year.
Nah, you know what that's like? Trading your girl for her cousin. That's what that's like.
But she wants you to chip. So who made the wrong decision?
Nah, I mean,
did you make the wrong decision?
It was a good business move to make the trade. I think it's wrong though.
Now if he leaves, then you got finessed.
So
you had the greatest year with your girl's cousin, right?
Yeah.
Amazing year.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna leave you for this other dude.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. We're in a good
So you end up with nothing.
Analogy.
So you end up with nothing.
That'd be some shit. Especially because DeRozan would have played with you forever.
He would have played you forever.
You know.
I don't think he's tripping though, to be honest. I mean, he is probably.
He gets to play in one of the best systems of all time, but he could have won a chip. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, what people don't talk about in that trade enough is that, like, Danny Green was part of that package. Like, they gave up DeRozan for Danny Green and Kawhi. 2 starters for 1 starter. And Kawhi's better than DeRozan anyway. So, like, Danny Green was just like a pat. And he turned out to be a good player, you know? Like a 3-and-D, like stereotypical 3-and-D player. And he was perfect.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And he was just like thrown on there. You know? So it's like without him, they would have had Van Vliet starting probably. You know?
Shout out to Van Vliet. Like, undrafted, right?
Yeah, undrafted.
Won a chip.
Untitled, unmastered.
Won a chip.
Won a chip.
The rat.
Played well. Played real well.
Looks like
he made
Drake's
more
cousin.
clutch buckets than Kawhi did.
He's a super clutch player. That's one thing I'm excited about Kemba Walker, because Kemba's clutch.
Kemba's clutch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see Fourth quarter, 30 seconds left.
Yeah. Well, I mean, bro, that's why I'm excited. I just want to see Kemba on TV.
Yeah.
All I ever see is highlights.
I forgot about AD.
On the Lakers?
No,
or like you just forgot about him.
And then they're like, AD's going. I'm like, who is? I'm like, oh,
Like all the
you get no TV time.
yeah, you get no TV time. But it's crazy. New Orleans is about to be on TV all the time.
Yes.
Yeah,
Ball has a chip on his shoulder.
that's
Ball's coming
must
for
see
LeBron.
TV. Yeah,
Zion,
I think the Pelicans are gonna be nice. They're
bro, in 3 years.
I think it's easy bet that they're making the playoffs
In 3 years?
for sure.
And they keep that team.
Yeah,
and they get a good coach around them.
Yeah,
I don't see anyone really giving them a lot of problems, to be honest.
whoa. The only problem is they don't have shooting.
They'll find it in 2 years.
They could develop it too.
You know what I'm saying? They'll find it in 2
Because like
years.
Lonzo could shoot in college.
They'll find it in 2
You know?
years.
Yeah.
Like this.
And Redick, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, Redick's shooting right there.
But like, think about it. Like, think about it, bro. I don't see a lot. Like, they're not gonna win. They're not gonna go like Warriors there. But like,
they might make six seed.
You know what I'm saying?
6 or
If
7
they're
seed,
in the
like-
final, like, you know, that's a. I just want to see LeBron do a crazy dunk, and then right after that, Zion does
Zion
it.
comes down like, and it's just a dunk contest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to see
Yeah.
LeBron try to block Zion.
If
and
I'm
vice
Zion,
versa.
I'm happy. Like you're in a perfect situation right now.
I'm happy I'm in the league.
You're
bro.
playing with a point guard that wants you to sprint.
I'm happy I'm in the league, and I'm happy I just got this
Yeah.
this $15 million a year contract with Nike. I'm chilling. Like
Did he sign with Nike for sure?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah.
Who else he gonna sign with? If he signed with Adidas, I'm buying more Adidas stock.
He could. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I want to know how big the bag is for Zion right now.
If he's gonna go with Adidas, I'm buying more stock, 100%.
Yeah.
Instantly.
What's it at right now? Do you know?
I'll tell you right now. So pro tip, I've been buying a lot of Adidas stock. They've been up for the past year.
What's Nike's at like a couple $100, right? Something like that. Or are they at like one?
I'll give you exact
160?
numbers. Hold on. I'll give you exact numbers. Because I don't want to be, quoting stuff I don't know.
Especially when it comes to money. You know?
Yeah. I'll be wrong about basketball, but I might be wrong about money.
Respect.
It opened at 154 today.
Which one? Adidas?
Okay. I bought it.
Nike's got to be double.
I bought it at like under $100 a share.
Oof. Well done.
Well done. So we up right now.
Yeah, that's a good move. Yeah. And especially if they grab Zion.
Yeah, we up right now.
Sheesh.
I wonder if they are because their stock is crazy going up right now. Life's good.
What's Nike at?
Nike is hold on. Man, I wish I was rich enough to buy Netflix stock.
Netflix?
Yeah.
They're in a world of trouble right now, bro.
Oh shit.
We could talk about that in a second.
Nike stock's at $85 a share right now. This is time to fucking
Really?
buy.
What's the 3-month trend look like? Is it down or up? It's got to be up. The market's so up right now.
Yo, what?
They're down?
Like, yo, you want to buy like crazy right now? Because they're down.
What is it over like 3 months? Are they down?
Let's see. 3 months. They've been
They're like the same.
highly fluctuating.
Damn.
Yo.
Okay. Everyone who listens to the Takeaway Podcast, y'all just got a gem.
He's got a gem, yo.
Throw Nike stock the bag real quick. But yeah, let's get
This
in.
is crazy. I didn't know Nike stock was
You mentioned this. We might as well talk about Netflix real quick.
Yeah.
I think they're in a world of trouble.
Why?
So
What happened? What I miss?
Disney's launching their platform.
Nah, I'm not worried about it.
Okay. So let's talk about Disney real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars, Marvel,
Yeah.
every Disney movie ever, right? They own ESPN. I don't know if that'll ever be anything.
Okay, now
that
they
they're
do
gonna
live
worry about.
sports.
Yeah, well, they got ESPN Plus, so they're kind of hands off. But I think those things alone is enough to entice some people away, right? And then you got ABC's doing a streaming platform, CBS is doing a streaming platform. Like, we're gonna get into a situation where it's cable TV all over again, you know, and you just pay for the streaming platforms that you want, and it's gonna push Nike, it's gonna push Netflix into a situation where, like, they have all these originals and that's it.
And that's just where.
And that's just it.
This is where my brain thinks.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix built a brand.
A concept.
A brand.
Yeah.
And a concept, right?
Yeah. They developed this whole streaming thing.
People Netflix is like, I'm talking about, they're not as big as Amazon, right? But let's play with like analogies for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Like they did what Amazon did, right? Or they did what Google did. Like Google did. Like, yeah, you can make Bing, and it'll be hot for a year or two, but you're not gonna beat Google at the game that they created. You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace, Bing.
Rest in peace, Bing.
Yeah.
So I look at Netflix as, first off, like a brand like that, where it's like, listen, you're not gonna beat them on the game they play. Second, they spent years and they have the data of the originals, and their originals so far have all been hits. Orange New Black. What's that show with the kid?
Stranger Things.
Like, hits.
There's more too. Bird Box. That's a movie, but
hits. Yeah. So like, they know what people want to see. They know how to make it, and they keep their costs low as a studio because they're breaking a lot of new talent too. They're not hiring Will Smith and like all these what Disney's gonna play. They're gonna play that game where they're gonna try to like use Will Smith or these big actors. Listen, how many times can you watch, a Star Wars movie over and over again? How many times can you watch?
Most people watch once.
Watch. Like, you can't
once or twice.
Right?
Yeah.
So Disney's gonna need originals, right?
But they've confirmed they got some.
Okay, but like
a lot of them are coming from Marvel.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, Marvel, cool, but like, so you get the fandom there, but like random day, am I gonna be watching Disney, whatever they call it, their, direct to consumer or whatever product? But I doubt it.
But the thing,
I think Netflix and HBO are gonna be the two winners. HBO, because HBO has been for years been doing their own thing and have built the studio capabilities.
Yeah, that's true.
And the original, the
Netflix originals came from HBO.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, I think those two are gonna win the whole thing.
But the thing is like I
think we're gonna see Netflix acquire HBO or something like that.
I hear what you're saying about like the Netflix originals.
Yeah.
But there's like that big misconception, which I didn't even realize until like a little while ago, was that like it's not Netflix coming in and filming your movie and directing it.
Yeah.
It's just Netflix throwing you the bag for the show, right?
Exactly.
So eventually, like, Disney is going to probably win that bidding war with Netflix, and then all of a sudden Stranger Things is on Disney, and we're in a situation where, like, Netflix is going to lose,
I'm pretty sure
that's what I'm saying. There was, like, they could be in a world of trouble because if CBS, ABC, Disney launch all these separate platforms, and then they start the bidding war for these Netflix originals.
Exactly.
And then they're so priced out that you're not even making profit. You're just using it for user retention.
Well, that's the thing.
And then it's like all of a sudden cable TV's dead, and you just buy 5-6 memberships for the shows you like.
True.
And then like Netflix isn't as important because
that could happen.
Well, Marvel is over here and Disney and stuff.
And that is a big weakness.
It could happen. And I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, tomorrow Netflix is gonna die. But like over time, like you could see like the bidding war is probably the most likely cause of it, right?
Exactly.
Like some Avengers movie isn't enough to make someone cancel their Netflix subscription.
Exactly.
But you get enough of those originals over on your platform.
This goes back to like the brand conversation.
Yeah.
And think about this for a second, or like having a product that everyone likes to use. Like, man, Jay-Z is dope, and man, Tidal is dope. You're gonna like buy it or have a free month listen to Kanye's album or Beyonce's album or whatever. Mm-hmm. But in 3 or 4 months, you better take your ass right back to Apple Music, and like this is what I see is gonna happen with all these people coming for Netflix. It's like, all right, cool, you bought Stranger Things for way too much money. Good for you.
Yeah, and then after someone binges it, then they're just gonna go jump.
Netflix.
Yeah. What is actually interesting? What if Netflix breaks into live TV? Like they buy Sling.
That'd be interesting.
And all of a sudden, Netflix is like, "Yo, like we're all in one."
The live sports game is going to be interesting, and I think
if someone can win the bidding war for live sports, like, and what if NBA is just like, "Yo, like we're not doing the cable thing. Like, you got to sign up for our."
Well, I think I think
that's way far down the road.
Yeah, way down the road because I don't know the numbers of the viewership. But shit, I think LeBron, he has a great relationship with HBO. He's to figure out a way with the studio.
Signed with them.
I think he is. Yeah. They're gonna figure out a way to do like a live sports streaming program or a product within HBO because what LeBron was in the playoffs and the viewership was like 20% or whatever lower.
Something crazy.
So like LeBron has a brand. Yeah. He co-signs this product. Then they have to go broker a deal with Netflix, and they become they merge, right? HBO's have crazy original content. Netflix has crazy original content, so people are already there. You get live sports. You take out ESPN, you take out everybody, and you fucking own the world.
Yeah.
And you win, and you call it.
But at the same time, flip that token, and then HBO signs with Disney.
Not the same.
But like all it takes is one merger. You know?
No, but it's a smart merger and the right merger on
Yeah,
brand.
it's got to be the right merger. That's like the thing. But I think live sports is going to be where
I think
the big shift is going to be. Like whoever gets, if and the NFL or the NBA take it into their own hands, which I mean there is like ESPN Plus and all that, but like if the NFL at some point is just like forget it, like you have to pay for NFL $10 a month, you know, then I think we're there in a world of hurt. But if or not like anyone, but that could be big. But like if like Netflix manages to secure the NFL thing.
Oh man, if I was,
you know, like I think that's gonna be like a big shift. Is like who gets the live sports?
I mean, if I was CEO, I'll be talking to the NFL heads and the people about like brokering deals. Like, yo, let's do specials with like Netflix or whoever I'm working with.
Well, like think about it this way. Like the biggest thing about Netflix was, well, I guess Hulu more, but Netflix is like you can watch it after the fact, so it airs on TV. This is how obviously the original model started. Yeah, airs on TV, and then you get it a few months later. Yeah. So it's like, what if they come to NFL like, yo, you air the games. And then a week later, they're on our platform, you know? And then everyone just kind of like obviously just live sports is always going to be king. Yeah. But having the ability to go back and watch a game that you missed.
And own that content.
That could be where the first change happens.
Or also, going off that, if I was on Disney to compete with Netflix and HBO and Hulu, is doing an a la carte system where like you can go for $1.99.
And you just get Marvel movies. Yeah. Yeah. Or you just get the Disney classics.
Yeah, you just get that episode, or you get that season.
That's a good point.
Because now you're playing the game of like, we're not trying to take away Netflix's main business. We're just trying to like be like,
we're trying to own our own.
We're trying to siphon. Yeah. We're just trying to siphon some like, because I can see Disney coming out with a good action show that I'm down to watch, but I don't want to pay $13 a month for. But I'm down to pay
$10 a season.
$10 a season.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then again, you're nickel and diamond right there. But I think it could be cool. I think
that'd be a good way to bring people in. Like you pay $5 for a season, and then you're like, okay, well, this was produced great. Let me just get the membership. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's the only way you gotta do it.
I don't know. I think there's a big shift because there's rumors that CBS is taking back Office from Netflix because they're launching their own streaming. You know, so it's like that could be the start. Like, Office is a big show, and then all of a sudden, like. What's another like big show like How I Met Your Mother or something like that? Exactly. Goes to their provider. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, like all Netflix has is their originals. And we're not gonna downplay their originals like they're nothing. You know, like there's a reason why Stranger Things is like a cultural movement. Yeah. You know.
Well, I wonder if Netflix main version viewership is in
non-originals. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be interesting to see.
That's curious.
Do you think you could find something like that?
I'm trying to see. Yeah.
Because I'm trying, like, Stranger Things is like on top of the world, and there's a lot of shows like Black Mirror is one of my favorite shows ever. You know,
this reported about this 8 hours ago.
Is it the same question we just asked?
Yeah. They're tying their budget.
Netflix. Yeah. It's probably to deal with all what's going on.
Damn, they're $2 million in debt. That's crazy. They burn cash like crazy. Because like you're saying, it's like a bidding war for everything. Yeah. And Disney has more money than you.
Yeah. So you'll always lose the war, but it's like a matter of did Disney pay too much, you know, and then they're not profitable, and then that shit falls apart. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot that could happen.
Yeah, they haven't really released viewership data yet, so it's hard to see.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not public at all. Yeah, because then people would use that against them. Yeah,
that's fucking.
I don't know. It's like, I think that's gonna be the biggest like change in entertainment right now. Especially if like, I'm surprised to this day that YouTube has managed to stay free. Like they have their YouTube Premium, and I'm sure it's doing well, but it'll never trump the free side of YouTube, right? Like where anyone, for example, this show, like we can just post a YouTube video and it's up there, you know? But it's like, what if one day YouTube's just like, you have to pay? We're going to take away the ads, but you have to pay. You know?
Yeah, they're going to figure out a way. What they
have been doing YouTubers are mega stars. Like we saw what happened with Logan and Jake Paul. Like,
yeah, huge.
And KSI, like when that boxing thing happened, huge. It shook the world. So it was like, what happens when Logan Paul? I mean, they've done this on YouTube, but like, puts out a dope movie, like an actually a dope movie,
Yeah.
But it's behind YouTube's $5 a month. You know.
Yeah.
It's like then all of a sudden YouTube's playing the game. And YouTube's powered by Google, so
YouTube is trying to play that game.
They got the money.
But the issue with YouTube is that they built their brand and their business around free content and off the creators. Like they technically pay for original content, but they really don't. It's the advertisers that pay for it. Yeah. YouTube as a platform hasn't been making money off, so they either have to figure out a way to charge more money for ads and get way more viewership up, or you're saying is figure out that $5 a month thing. I think YouTube has to,
you know what I mean?
Like, I think YouTube just has to kind of stay free, to be honest. And I feel like they have to figure out a way.
I mean, they have, like we're saying, the YouTube premium shows. Yeah. Like the new Karate Kid or whatever. I don't watch it, but it's on there. Yeah. And apparently it does well. But I just want to know, like, because we're in the era of streaming right now, like,
I think YouTube needs to get the sports.
I'm pretty sure they have.
Yeah, didn't they do something?
I remember last season there was like a game a year.
I think,
and they sponsored the finals too.
Because like we just talked about, that's the only thing that's really not tapped. And YouTube makes sense for streaming and the viewership and the people and the like. You already upload your highlight clips to YouTube, so you might as well just like let people stream it from YouTube.
Well, they have YouTube TV, right, which is like Sling and all that. But what we're talking about right now is how it's going to switch to like no one has cable and you just pay for the service that you want. Yeah, exactly. You know? So, YouTube needs to figure out how to, and I'm pretty sure that's how YouTube TV is anyway.
I think YouTube
you pay for what you want.
But eventually we should create a product like that. We should create a product that bundles up what you need, right? From YouTube, Netflix,
Twitch, and all that.
Yeah, we should create a product that people can buy into and be like, okay, maybe like a Groupon situation. It's a little bit cheaper, but like everyone gets some.
Like but you get. Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So like all of those are $5 a month, but if you come to us, it's a total of 12 instead of a total of 15.
And we're
that's a good ass idea.
Yeah.
And we're like partnered with them.
We're partnered with them, and we take 25% off top.
It's not a bad idea, especially if you get the right things.
Yeah.
Like YouTube TV for TV, Twitch for streaming, and then Netflix for movies and TV.
The issue is like you know,
not a bad idea.
We just gotta figure out.
The other thing, I mean, we didn't even say this, like Twitch.
Twitch is huge.
Like they were doing football games this season.
YouTube should buy Twitch. Did they?
Amazon did. There's no way they could get it back.
Amazon bought Twitch? I didn't even know that.
$5 billion?
I didn't even know that. Oh, so it's over.
It's a wrap. So now YouTube's Amazon's in the game. Amazon's in the game.
YouTube's done. It's gonna be like Yahoo.
That's what I'm saying. Amazon's in the game now.
Yeah.
So it's like, and they already got. They were streaming like a game a season of football.
Yeah, Twitch got it.
Twitch on top right now.
Amazon got it.
Twitch has the kids too. That's what's crazy.
Oh, that's a big.
Like between Twitch and YouTube, like that's where the kids are.
Yeah.
You know, obviously they watch Netflix and all that, and that's not what I'm trying to say. But I know. I mean, I'm kind of in that bracket too. Like, I go on YouTube and Twitch probably every day. Yeah. Right. I'm not going on Netflix every day.
Facts.
So it's like if you were gonna tell me,
but you're still paying for Netflix every single month.
Yeah. yeah. But if you tell me like,
because they started out that way. This is so hard for me to like.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like imagine if Apple Music started off with like streaming. iTunes was streaming first, and then they're like, oh, now you gotta buy music for $1.99.
It's true. Like if it was reverse, people would know. Well, so it's all a convenience thing. So it's all about like who can master the convenience. Yeah. Which is probably where Twitch has the upper hand. Because
Twitch, YouTube, the viewership is so young.
But if like Twitch gets to a point where you can upload videos, but like to where they get videos all of a sudden pop in instead of just streams, you know, and then because they're already tapping into sports, you know, and then it's like what happens if they open up the premium streams? It's like, yo, if you want to watch Ninja, you can, but it's $5 a month. Yeah, you know,
maybe YouTube,
and they have like subscriber only, like so on Twitch. I don't know if do you ever go on Twitch or have you?
I went on once.
Okay, so like you don't have to. You can watch for free and you have ads, or you can pay for $5 a month per streamer, which is wild.
That's crazy.
But and then no ads, and you can sometimes they'll do like subscriber only chat.
Yeah.
And you could talk to them, right? But it's like, and I know they introduced subscriber only streaming, so it's like you have to pay me $5 to watch my stream, and they put that power into the creator.
That's smart. So really,
you know what I'm saying? That's like Netflix playing Stranger Things for the movie, or the show.
It's the same game.
So it's like that they're already on top there, because it's like, why would I go stream on YouTube when I can just stay here and I'm getting like half or 60 or some % of the money.
We have to see how they execute. I'm curious.
They got Jeff Bezos behind us, so they got the right mind.
It's gonna work. Twitch is a done deal. Amazon's a done deal.
Yeah, Twitch is one of a kind. Like you can't.
YouTube might have to partner with Disney.
Well, they're behind. They got Google behind them now. It's not like Google's gonna go out of business. You know,
True.
Google's got a lot of money.
Yeah, but I'm looking at it like from like you're saying like the creator to show to movie.
Mm-hmm.
Disney might just pay YouTube as a talent agency, technically, right?
Yeah.
And it'd be like that speed run from you go on YouTube, you get hot, you're making money off YouTube, you have a brand on YouTube, and then we use you for original content.
Yeah,
and like in our you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that might work.
Yeah, that's what I would do if I was YouTube. I know they do that a little bit, but
that would slowly but surely take away Netflix because it's like Jake Paul has 1 million young people who are growing up with him, so it's kind of like
10.
You know,
he's got 10 million subs. 10 million subs on YouTube.
So what happened when Logan Paul does a funny show like Wizard of Waverly Place or iCarly
True.
on Disney, and like, well, you have to pay to see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they can rev share.
Yeah.
He's not gonna say no. Give him the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, they all want to be actors in movies anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I hear you. I hear you, bro.
It might work, bro. It might work.
I think there's a lot of ways it can go.
Yeah. Imagine like families putting up, like rich kids' parents putting up money for them making shows so they can get hired by Disney.
Yeah, and I mean that's the thing about YouTube. Like if they open up the door to, like, yo, you get to a certain threshold and we're gonna put you on these TV shows.
Yeah.
And then because it's free to upload to YouTube,
and they're selling a la carte.
Yeah.
They're selling albums, bro. They can make some money. Here's the deluxe album by Logan Paul. It's a 10-track episode.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you're flipping albums.
And now we're just back in the old way.
Yeah.
Of you got to buy things individually.
And we just create labels, bro.
And it's a free platform with premium content.
Yeah. We got to try to find a way to like make bills off these people. With these people.
We need to be a YouTube talent agency.
Facts. We need to start pitching that. We start broking those deals.
We'll run your ads and your marketing, bro. Just throw us 10%.
10%, bro. Off in the basement.
10% of $1 million a month is straight.
More than straight. Well, should we call it?
Yeah, I think we've probably been going out for a while.
Yeah, I think it's like a 2-hour plus episode.
Probably.
Yo, if you made it to the end of this podcast, you're a real OG.
Yeah. Tweet at us. I want to know.
Tweet at us if you can make it to the end of Random Talks. By saying
there it goes. If you made it to the end, tweet I survived at me and Vince, and we'll show you some love. I just want to know, just out of curiosity.
And there might be a gift. We'll see.
Ooh,
we might hook up with something.
Giveaway team.
Yeah, if they have to watch it, they have to say this, and they tweet it.
Tweet I survived.
Or tag us. I survived on Instagram.
I survived the Takeaway podcast.
Yeah,
and tag us on Twitter or Instagram.
And we see it.
We'll enter you into a little giveaway. We'll come up with something. For sure. All right. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
Peace.
Peace.